A lot of people don't know this, but the CDC just announced in America, due to funding cuts and other underlying issues, that they cutting back their food monitoring programs. They used to check for 8 to 10 diseases, foodborne diseases, but now they're only really checking for 2. So now that's a big problem in America, and that's a big problem that's going to affect us eventually. We all know about the funding cuts and how everything going, in politics and all this other stuff going on. It's going to start hitting us, and we're going to start sending more and more and more. Like, we send all these different recalls. We send all this crazy stuff. People getting affected, getting sick. And it's kind of scary, and it's messed up at the same time. But that's why I encourage all of us to watch what we eating, do our research, just get background information so we can protect ourselves and our family, and we can spread the word as needed. So the CDC used to check for 8 foodborne diseases, but now they're only searching for 2, which is E. coli and salmonella. But diseases like listeria and other crazy foodborne diseases can easily creep out into the stores, into the foods, and the list goes on. But here's the problem though. So they cutting back. So that means it's going to be slow response time or slower announcements when it come to foodborne diseases. So somebody can be sick and they don't know what's going on until they come out with it months later, 2 weeks later. Oh, dang, this, and this. But now all these people getting sick, finding out late. So it's life-threatening. And as well, like, for example, stuff like listeria. That's a disease that really affects women, especially pregnant women. And that can be a really, really bad thing. So that's why I always push, do your research. If you can, grow your own fruits, grow your own vegetables. Go to farmer markets, wash your fruits, wash your veggies. Try to eat whole foods. Try not to go with so many of these overly processed food, got all these crazy added ingredients. It's things we can do, but you just gotta be more diligent. It'll take a little bit more time, and it'll take a little bit more research to understand what we eating, how much we eating, and just being more knowledgeable and more aware. These are some things we can do to make sure we okay, our family okay. Like I just mentioned, wash your food, wash your fruit, eat whole foods, try to go to farmer markets and stuff like that. Next, you got to strengthen your immune system. So eat herbs, eat your fruits, your nuts, your seeds, drink your tea, matcha, just little things like that will help strengthen your immune system. Number 3, pay attention to recalls. Pay attention to the stores you're shopping at. Just be more diligent, be more aware. This isn't things we just talk about. I'm just talking about. This is real stuff. And it's not a problem until it's a problem. So don't let this type stuff go over your head and then you're like, oh, I ain't gotta worry about that. And then you sick and now you're like, dang, I should have paid attention. Knowledge is power. Also, when you're cooking your food, make sure you're cooking your food all the way through. That's another way to kill bacteria. Make sure you're washing it properly and cooking your food all the way through. That's how you make sure it's fully cooked. And it's just another measure to keep yourself safe, keep the food clean, etc. Overall, we can't depend on the system. We can't depend on the government. We got to start doing this stuff on our own because we never know what's going to happen. We never know what's going to happen. So make sure you're protecting your family. Make sure you're being aware, reading, taking care of yourself. That's why I always push, man. Stop eating all this processed stuff. Go for whole foods and go to foods that's in season. Find foods that's in season. And do your research on the stores you're shopping at. Where are they getting their products? Who are the companies that's sending their products to Walmart, Publix, Sam's, Whole Foods, Sprout? I'd love to know what steps you are taking to make sure you eating clean, you shopping at the right places, you eating your food correctly. What type of steps you taking, or what methods you use? To hear it from y'all. Do y'all think it's good with these budget cuts, or you think we'll really feel it, it'll really affect us? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments, or if you heard any other news that's going on in the CDC, the food industry, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, man, y'all just be safe. Make sure y'all paying attention, and I'll see y'all next time.